Hi guys, and welcome to a coffee chat. I'm Dr. Boomer Brown with Doing Good at Work, and thank you for spending a few minutes of your time with me today, where we're continuing our conversation around this idea of learning a few skills that can make our life better. Last week we talked about the skill of listening, and this week we're going to build on the skill of listening by talking more about asking good questions. Well, if you read the writing, you may have learned some ways of doing that. Be in good form. Look back at that. If you didn't catch the gist of that, that's a great way to ask questions. But people ask me, if I'm listening to the other person more than I'm talking, when do I get to express my ideas? When do I get to express my opinion? Well, let me say this. The first thing is to listen so that you understand. That may take a while. And the second thing is to refine your listening skills by asking good questions. Good questions will lead the conversation where you can learn more. This will help you help the person and help your situation and make the whole conversation better. So apply some of those skills we talked to you a little bit about in the writing today. But here's the 5 things that I want to point out to you that will help you work better collaboratively, because a listening skill and a question asking skill are important, but there's an overall skill that you need. It's working collaboratively as a team, whether that's in a marriage, in a significant relationship, with your children, your colleagues, your clients, community leaders, whoever it is that you're trying to work with, having the collaborative skill important. So here are the 5 skills, and luckily enough, the first one is to listen generously. We've talked about that a little bit already. The second skill is this skill about speaking straight. You're able to speak straight when you understand where the other person is coming from. That's why asking good questions is important, because I can't speak straight, which means I speak direct, I speak intentionally. I don't speak disrespectfully or loudly or speak over someone or scream louder than the other person. That's not speaking direct. Speaking direct and speaking straight means that I respect the person, I understand where they're coming from, and I'm able to, with great clarity, communicate to them ideas that will help make this better. The goal is the collaborative way, working together collaboratively. So if you're listening generously, if you're speaking straight, if you are for each other, this is so very, very important. If I care more about you than I care about myself, then I am for you. And you know that I'm for you. And that builds trust, and it helps us to communicate better. You know, if you are listening generously, speaking straight for each other, guess what? You can honor each other's commitments. You can challenge each other's commitments. If the commitment is not a commitment that you feel like will help the other person, you need to be able to tell them that. But if you don't listen generously and speak straight and they don't feel like you're for each other, you'll never be able to do that. And the last skill is this. When you get to the highest level of the collaborative way, you'll be able to appreciate each other's differences, each other's similarities, and you'll also be able to appreciate and acknowledge them for the person that they are. That's the collaborative way. And we at Doing Good at Work want to help you get better at the collaborative way. So practice the 2 skills that we talked to about last week and this week. Listen generously, be a better listener, and then ask better questions. If you need some help to learn how to do more of that, please feel free to reach out to one of the coaches at Doing Good at Work. We're here to help you. And as always, we hope to see you next week on a coffee chat.